At the source of all life, there is water. On Mars, where it is rare, water is a source of conflict, struggle, and death. Since the turmoil, there have been unending wars, fought over the possession of clean water. We are the forgotten children of Earth, trapped in this red, barren wasteland. Here, hell is not a concept, it's our reality. And the reality is that every drop counts. Then there were the unfortunates, caught in the full power of the sun's radiation, forced to deform, mutate into unrecognizable monsters. The others, the ones who remained similar to our ancestors in likeness, hid under massive metal shells governed by water corporations. But in the slums, people's lives aren't worth much more than the mutants. And I would know. That's where I spent the first 10 years of my life, under the boot of the Vori. Of course, in despair, there is hope. Some have begun to explore, travel even, from corporation to corporation, leaving their loyalties behind. We have organization, structure, and inevitably, politics. We have rulers, a people's assembly, and far removed from us, the Dowser, the inaccessible face of abundance. And finally, there's us, the elite protectors of the people, the spearhead of the army, my brothers and sisters who all share the same special gift. We are Technomancers.
Zachariah.
Scott, you came.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sure, my memory isn't what it... But I remember to write things down on my calendar. Though I do sometimes forget what my calendar is. Anyhow, I knew your last cadet mission was today. Any nerves? If it's any consolation, you look more than fit enough.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yes, healthy flush of the skin, no rapid eye movement. You don't look stressed out. Very well, I won't bother you anymore. Oh, but if I can bother you, just a moment. I recently acquired a batch of materials that can improve your gear. It's not much, but I thought you'd like it. Still can't believe you're going to be an officer soon.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Scott. It means a lot.
Ah. I fear we've dilly-dallied on pleasantries. Your master, Sean, waits for you in the courtyard. So stiff, that one. I fear his spine is concocted from steel. A spine prosthetic. How interesting. What if... Oh, and stop by the clinic and come shoot the chit-chat. No, that's not... Just don't be a stranger. If you feel ill or need a hand, come see me. I'm always glad to help. Good luck, my boy.
Thank you, Scott. Will do. I promise.
fucking Mancers. Every time they come around, something new is broken. I fix it, they break it again. I fix it, they break it worse. I'm a modern fucking Sisyphus tasked with pissing in the ocean.
Oh, shit.
Zachariah, today, as you know, marks your final mission as a cadet. I trust you are prepared.
Of course, Master. Ready, willing, and able.
And a little nervous. Normal and expected. That's why I have gathered together your usual instructors to allow you to warm up and prepare. It's for you to ace the tests for each fighting technique. Prepare yourself. And once you are ready, join me at the station. From there, a train will take us to the mission site.
Thank you, Master.
If you would like to practice your Technomancy techniques or care to do some staff training, I have time.
I'm always honored to learn what you have to teach.
Excellent.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
Please let me in. It's imperative I speak to someone in charge.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but no civilians are allowed in the barracks. If you have a question, you're gonna need to send...
Just, please.
Would you care to fight again?
A little brush up on my technique could never hurt.
Indeed. Remember to attend to your surcharge risk. I would hate to have an accident.
Would you care to fight again?
I'm always honored to learn what you have to teach.
Excellent. Would you care to fight again?
A little brush up on my technique had never hurt.
Indeed. Remember to attend to your surcharge risk. I would hate to have an accident. Would you care to fight again?
I would love to. Another time, Master. Thank you.
Of course. Keep in mind, a well-trained staff can be quite formidable. And as you know, the control over our technomancy is what makes us unique.
How about a little self-defense training?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go.
I'd advise you to not try anything. I'd advise you to not try anything.
Care to go again?
Maybe later.
Your call. You're gonna wish you had some good defensive training, though, when you find yourself in trouble.
Want to test your skills with a knife and a gun? Not really in the rule book, so if you do, need to be discreet.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
Go again?
Another time, maybe.
Don't underestimate stealth techniques, or how much faster you can be in combat with light weapons.
If you would like to practice your Technomancy techniques or care to do some staff training, I have time.
I'm always honored to learn what you have to teach.
Excellent.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
Would you care to fight again?
A little brush up on my technique could never hurt.
Indeed. Remember to attend to your surcharge risk. I would hate to have an accident. Would you care to fight again?
I would love to. Another time, Master. Thank you.
Of course. Keep in mind, a well-trained staff can be quite formidable. And as you know, the control over our Technomancy is what makes us unique.
Hey, heard from Captain Sean you're heading out to the station. You leaving now?
Yep, already ready.
Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
Look at this piece of shit. Oh, well, what do we have here? Road trash seems lost, don't it? You forget we don't want your kind around here, Trav. Move your sorry ass out of here before you find yourself bleeding from both ends.
I'm sorry. I
didn't ask you to speak! Did I? You useless piece of shit! Why would I want to hear what you have to say? Waste of space!
Please, I just...
Shut your mouth and just fucking die! Corpse will feed the rats. At least then you'd have a purpose.
Such a waste of life. A waste of space. Am I right? A rogue is a Zack, right? You can dress him up, but...
Fuck off, Alan, before I...
Zachariah, we're leaving. Certain people are graduating to the rank of officer today, while others aren't even worth the expense of their time or energy. Let us be off to more remarkable things. Look, Zach, we are heading for the dome. It was built by the first settlers, a relic itself.
And what's there for us?
According to reports, looters, who in our interest, it would be best to keep out of the dome.
Can't go through here.
Zachariah, do you remember your first lesson?
On the scarcity of life?
Indeed, the very one. Kill a fellow unfortunate and, in this hell, only the more alone we will become. Disable the looters, but spare their lives. we encroach our destination, take note that enemy forces lie in wait. There, the rocky outcrop. Scale it and report back your findings.
There are looters gathered at the dome's entrance. A lot of them. But they're not equipped to be more than a nuisance.
Take care nonetheless, Zachariah. That guard there, separated from his group. Sneak on him and the battle will be easily won.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Stay near. The structure is like a maze. The inexperienced could easily become lost. Sometimes I wonder if initiating you is the right thing to do.
What do you mean? Am I not ready?
No, you're ready, Zachariah. With that, there is no doubt. I worry about you and care for your happiness. Once you become a Technomancer, there's no going back. You lose your freedom. From the moment our abilities are brought into the light, to the moment the light is snuffed from our eyes, the Technomancers are nothing but pawns on a chessboard. We have no free will. Abundance forces its will on us. I think about the future. How hard it will become as the ASC rises in power. And perhaps I'm just being paranoid. Forgive your master's little spell. You must focus on more important things. This door. It is the same as that in our chapel. Accessible only to the combined energies of 2 Technomancers. The entrance, and beyond, the main room, where we must go.
For being so old, it's in great condition. What exactly, Master, is inside the dome?
Knowledge. The very essence of knowledge. Here. Their very presence is a danger to the relics. We must seek out their origin. I remember well the first time I came here. I was fascinated. I really thought I was part of an elite. I've become disillusioned since then. If all this knowledge indeed gives us some sort of power, we are still faced with so many obstacles that we can't do anything with it. It's more of a danger for us than a tool. This is the main room. The console over there. Activate it, and heed its words.
Will do.
Witness registration, March 17th, 2076. Subject 12. The subject appears acclimatized, pulse elevated but steady, unaffected by any visible health concerns. James, how do you feel?
Great. So alive. My heart's racing, and I feel like I can take on the world. And I'm being honest here, it's a bit overwhelming.
Subject self-report is consistent and substantiated with our measurements of human and other subjects, all of whom produce EEGs indicating activity levels acutely higher than any ever associated with a human not subjected to the mutation. The only adverse side effect, it appears, is the near tenfold increase in corporeal and cerebral electricity. Dangerous levels that will necessitate the urgent invention of a device capable of evacuating such surplus in order to avoid subject injury.
This man talking about technomancy, about mutations, as if I can't believe.
And yet it still might be so. This recording dates to the first settlers. Speaks of the first Technomancers. Shocking, perhaps? Where did you think our abilities came from? A divine power?
But we have no physical signs of mutation, and I don't know any mutant that has our gifts.
And why should any of those things matter? Might not our mutation simply be of a different form? This brings us to the most important point. What you have seen unifies us, unifies the Technomancers. This secret must be kept from all other humans. If this information was discovered by, say, the ASC, we would become nothing but slaves. Our situation is already incredibly undesirable. We are not only isolated, but used as human bombs. Take a walk by the mutant pen in the slums one day. That is what our lives could have been. Don't be dismayed. I have been through this as well, so have all the other Technomancer officers in abundance. Knowledge of this revelation makes you one of us now, more so than your skills. But now is time to deal with the creatures infesting the dome. It would be a real shame if the installations here are damaged, for we will no longer be able to hold initiation trials here.
Yes, of course, Master. I haven't found an opening yet, so they must have breached lower in the dome.
Then that's where we must go. I will divert the attention of these creatures. At the base of the dome, you will find an entry point. To have swarmed here, they must have dug a passage.
I'm on it.
who bore witness to the secret with your own eyes, who knows in your heart of hearts that the revelation that he bears is true, and who has understood that this knowledge could cast us into endless pits of despair. As you drink the sap of the world, the water that feeds our lives, abandon the one you thought you were, and instead become our brother, Zachariah Mancer. Together we have shared the water and secret. Can you swear to forever protect the knowledge of the Earth and to dedicate your life to finding it again? To defend and protect our secret, even with the sacrifice of your life, if need be?
I swear.
Then welcome, my brother.
I know you must be troubled by what you've learned, and I assure you that it's no less troubling to me. But be proud of what you are, and know, no matter what, we are by your side. And that this initiation, as horrid as it may be, makes you forever our brother.
You showed the courage of lions beneath the dome, and for it, you have been made an officer. So I imagine, now that you no longer need my guidance, they will send me elsewhere, with the great and endless pride of having been your teacher over these few years.
The honor was mine, Master.
No, not Master. It's just Sean now.
Go. Take your assignment as an officer. Count the blessings you've amounted, those that allowed you to avoid the front thus far. Captain Eliza is waiting in the barracks. She's harsh, but fair. But before you find her, we all know the regulations. Technomancers get no leave from the front in times of war. So being here, I can't even sneeze without a report being written up. But you have a free pass. I need you to go to the exchange district for me. There's an itinerant merchant there who was supposed to arrive yesterday. Just meet with him. The merchants have no ties to abundance and travel among us like shadows. They hear things, whispered things, and pay people to forget they are there. I'm looking for information on any archaeological discoveries that could expose the Earthlings. Information that would help protect our secret. Ask him if they've heard of any such finds.
Yes, Great Master, as you wish.
Good, Zachariah. But take care that not a single soul knows what you're after. Not a single soul can hear your exchange with the merchants.
Lieutenant Zachariah Mancer? Your reputation precedes you. A promotion well deserved, I hear. I'm Quartermaster Ryan Stewart, in charge of logistics in this barracks. Equipment problems or improvement, or you need to collect your pay, I'm your man.
Pleasure, Quartermaster. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Lieutenant Zachariah Mancer. I think congratulations are in order. Captain Eliza Major, welcome to my unit.
The honor is mine, Captain.
For now, we're stationed in town and focusing on missions intended to maintain order and safety among the civilians. Here are the two other fine soldiers making up your unit for the time being, David Ward and Jeffrey Hunter.
My pleasure, Lieutenant! Congratulations, and...
Leave the ass-kissing for later, soldier. Lieutenant?
Yes, sir, Captain.
Excellent. Moving on to more pressing matters, our mission just came in, and it's aimed at smothering regime opposition. According to the intel the ASC gave us, those terrorists live in the slums and are plotting several attacks to undermine our corporation. Your mission is to infiltrate the terrorists, stop the attacks, and find your way to their leader, Bulgakov. Orders are to capture Bulgakov alive. We're going to drain him for intel about other terrorist cells and dismantle the entire network. So beat him only as much as you need to take him.
You got it, Captain.
Move quickly. The longer you take, the more risk there is to the citizens of Ophir. And I won't have that. Before you go, though, there's one more mission. One requiring speed and discretion. We have deserters in our ranks, Lieutenant. Deserters planning to flee like rats through the city's underground. That won't happen. Do you understand me? You find them, and you eliminate them. Each and every one. That seems harsh to you. Setbacks against Aurora have ruined our reputation, to the point that every action we take is scrutinized and extorted by those seeking to gain from our fall. A mass desertion would spell scandal if it became public. You catch them before any word of their escape comes out. So move, now! You only have a few hours.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Chasing after deserters sounds great, but where do we start?
The slums. They must have gone home to ask for help, so we should pay their families a visit. I'm sure our escapees will be around.
I find it disgusting, chasing my own companions.
Great Master said the caravan would be right here. The stand looks like it's been deserted. I'll question the neighboring merchants.
Are you looking for merchants? Got some things to buy, Lieutenant?
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope? What can I get you?
I was expecting a caravan in the stall next door to buy a few things.
They arrived yesterday, but truth be told, I think they found some trouble. I wasn't there when it happened, but from what I heard, some people were looking to talk, and talking turned to shouting, and after that, they were seen down in the slums, I hear, and then they were dragged into some warehouse. Whatever they did, they're in big trouble now. If you're looking to help them, you better find them fast.
Technomancer. Shh, they're unstable. Anything can set them off. Let's talk about something else.
Hello?
Hello. Looking for some medicine? Drugs? Ingredients, maybe?
Can you help me? I'm looking for any information on the caravan that sets up in the stall over there.
I don't know. My memory sometimes needs incentive to remember.
Don't act like you have nothing to gain. Merchants are disappearing around here like smoke, and it's no longer safe for you. You tell me what you know, and I'll intervene with my men. Despite the risk of trouble, it'll maybe make your life a little safer.
Listen, kid. Take your shitty reasoning and shove it back up your ass. Across the street, they got a ton of reason. Far more dangerous and sharper than yours, if you catch my drift. If you want something, you better pony up some dough.
How about this? You tell me what you know, or you'll find yourself in a room with others who'll be a little bit more assertive in their efforts to refresh your memory.
All right, already. Fine. I'll tell you what I know, but at great risk to my own ass. You've heard the tale of the Vori, of the underworld. So these overpriced foreign merchants did something to piss them off. Didn't pay their rite of passage or protection serum or something. Whatever the hell it was. They were kidnapped. That's all I know. Where they are, or even if they're still alive, I haven't the damnedest clue. For that, you'll have to ask the Vori. Now do Joe a favor. Take this herb and get the hell out before you raise suspicions.
Are we really gonna talk to that man? The chief of the Vori? You know that even back at home we used to hear about him? He's a terrifying man. And hanging out with the mob... Virgins are that important to you?
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Sorry, pal. Nobody enters this office if they got no pass.
That right, pal? I'm an officer and a Technomancer, and I'm here to see Anton Rogue. Think you should let me in.
You even know who Anton Rogue is? He's the big fucking balls here. The boss. I don't care if you're a damn general. Get the hell out of here.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh, good. Perfect. Don't forget your pass next time.
Guys, let's get him!
Are we really gonna talk to that man? The chief of the Vori? You know that even back at home we used to hear about him? He's a terrifying man. And hanging out with the mob... Virgins are that important to you?
My boy, I have a favor to ask you. I've lost something.
What'd you lose?
I mentioned one thing. Oh, I am sorry. In fact, it's about a friend. Charles? You remember Charles? No, you can't remember him. Silly me, you never met him. Anyway, Charles is a friend. A scientist co-worker. He was way more successful than I must say. So, he's a friend, and I lost him. It looks like he disappeared, and I am a bit worried. I know that he was doing some sensitive research. Important. Maybe he ran into problems because of that. Anyhow, it's hard to tell.
How do you want me to find him?
He has an assistant. Very nice. She used to make delicious pastries. Unless I'm mixing her up with someone else. Anyway, He had an assistant. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'll go find her. She must know what happened to him, and if she does, it'll turn out the professor is just in a conference somewhere.
Maybe. It's true I don't get invited to conferences as often as I used to. It's rather unfair. I used to love the cocktails they serve.
What do you know about the exchange?
I am not really into tourism, you know. I think that it is better to ask someone else if you are looking for specific information on a neighborhood. All I can say is that back when I used to go there, it was a commercial neighborhood.
What can you tell me about the slums?
That's where the true Ophir is. That's where I have my clinic, you know. Of course, you know. I love that neighborhood. It's very lively, and you can find everything a poor doctor needs. Bars, patients.
I can see your interests are very specific.
You're not going to lecture me knowing that you yourself take focus drugs and other crap regularly. And it's too late at my age, anyway.
What do you know about the source?
Bah! What do you want me to say? You know the place better than I think. That's where the political centers are. Your barracks, the Technomancer's chapel, and all those buildings that are our corporation's pride. It is quite a cold place. I must say that it's not my favorite neighborhood. You feel tiny there.
You know Colonel Victor?
That awful man. He looks like he swallowed a lightning rod. Maybe that's the case for all I know.
Scott, you know that everybody says he's dangerous.
Oh, very much so. A man so consumed by ambition and obsessed with power always ends up being dangerous. You mean for me? What do you want him to do with an old crazy man like me?
You know my master Sean well, don't you?
Well, it's a strong word. I know him, of course. I saw him during all those years I came to visit you. We would talk sometimes. He likes you a lot, you know. I think that he has great hopes for you. He's also very bitter. He bears a grudge against our corporation, and I don't know why. I think that it was because of the appointed couple policy imposed upon the Technomancers. He must have had a frustrated love story, that boy. I hope that he did not give you bad ideas. Abundance has shortcomings, but it is up to us to fix them, and it remains undoubtedly the best of all corporations.
Where they're hoping to get to. I mean, sure these underworks are vast, but still. You think they want to join enemy lines?
They're trying to get away from the war, the fights, and after what they saw, we can't really hold that against them.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
I know what the captain said. I hope you're not planning to I know Boris. He's a great guy. He must just be at the end of his tether. He's fought a lot for Abundant. I know what the captain said. I hope you're not planning to kill him. I know Boris. He's a great guy. He must just be at the end of his tether. He's fought a lot for Abundant. It can't go down this way.
So you got me, Mancer. Good for you. How much blood did you spill along the way? You're nothing more than a lackey for abundance. At some point, we've all felt the way you do about abundance. But they just take and take until we're all used up. We are tired and want out. But they send you, another loyal dog, to drag us back. I fought my whole life for them. Today, for once, I'm gonna fight for myself.
All right then, let's do this.
So you got me, Mancer. At some point, I fought my whole life.
All right.
So you got that side.
All right.
Yeah! Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
I should kill you, but I won't. Not like this. So I'm gonna take you in. Cooperate, and the military tribunal might just spare your life.
Right. The tribunal knows about as much of mercy as the devil knows of kindness. No. I would... So you got me, Mancer.
All right.
So you got me, man.
All right then. Let's do this.
So
All right then.
So
All right then.
So
All right then.
Stop!
I should kill you.
Right. So
All right then.
So that's
All right.
So that's
All right.
So that's
All right.
Stop!
I should kill.
Right. So that's
All right then.
Stop!
I should.
So at some point I fought.
All right then.
Yeah.